Okay, so we are talking about the triple magic, the three ways of income stream that can potentially pay you till infinity. I think we're the only plan in the world that has three streams of income that potentially pay you unlimited, deep, unlimited incomes. Okay, next slide, the binary. So actually, we have a very, very simple binary, but a very aggressive, progressive binary. We pay 10% on the weaker leg. That's it. Very simple. So you have two legs, and the volume for the weaker leg, you get 10% paid on that leg. So that's very, very powerful. And it's easy to understand. It's easy to transport. There we have no cycles in this company. We have just a few. What I was saying is, we have probably the most simple binary plan in the world. We pay 10% on the weaker leg. That's it. 10%. Whatever the volume you do, it's always 10%. So we have no cycles. Most binary plans have cycles. That's a little bit more complicated. This is very simple. You have two legs, you look at the weaker leg of the two, you take 10%, and that's what you are going to be paid in real time. Well, in the beginning, now with Ethereum, it's like 3 minutes, but after that, it will be in 3 seconds with Ripple Ledger. The ranks. Okay. Okay, one specification that I want to make here is that actually when it comes to the ranks, you get a cap on the binary. So the binary needs to be limited. The coding is not limited, the matching is not limited, only the binary is limited, but depending on the rank you have and qualify for it. So you have to re-qualify for the ranks all the time. You keep your rank, but you need to re-qualify it to be paid at that very rank. And depending on the rank you are, the income max from the binary is different. So when you are director 10K, for example, you can make $10,000 per week from the binary alone. When you are director 7, which is director legend, you can make $250,000 a week from the binary alone. So we created a binary plan that enables you to make $1 million a month just from the binary. And on top of that, we have the two other magic concepts of the matching and of the coding, which are virtually not limited. Now, the matching bonus. The matching bonus is the most aggressive bonus we have. It's the most lucrative bonus. Yeah. For the people starting out, the coding is the most lucrative maybe, but for the people who build a huge business here, people who build a legacy business here, the matching is the really juicy thing. Okay, that's very, very important. Because the binary is very sexy, the coding is very progressive, it's very aggressive, it's very appealing. It's attracting a lot of new people into our space that make quick money rapidly. But nevertheless, those who build a structured business that is huge, those who have an entrepreneurial mind of creating a huge framework here, I can tell you guys, the matching is the most lucrative of all. There's nothing bigger than matching. So what we did, especially here with the matching, is we have two types of matching. We have a matching on the frontliners you recruit. So the personal members you bring to the company, which is very attractive and very easy to reach. You only need to be binary qualified. So it's very easy to reach that. And that really, next to the coding, pushes people to build wide. I want people to build wide, to build 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 300 first liners over time. People who do have this behavior, they will kill it in the binary, they will kill it in the matching, they will kill it in the coding. So there's only one way here. Go wide as crazy, duplicate the process, and you max out the 3 revenue streams. But especially the matching becomes highly interesting. Because with the matching, next to the first line matching, we have a compressed matching plan. And the compressed matching plan actually enables you to be paid up to 7 generations matching bonus down. And the important thing, and please write this down, we don't pay 7 levels of matching, we pay 7 generations of matching. 7 generations can be 70 levels. It can be even more than 100 levels. So this pays very deep because we have anchored into this compensation plan a very serious compression when it comes to the matching bonus. This is really the key. This is the most important thing for those who have very high goals. Some of the people today on this call, they have written down the goals, what they want to reach in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years. And I know some of you guys today on the call have written down how big they want their team to be with Super One in 5 years from now. And those guys, I can promise you, the matching will be 80 to 90% of your overall income. Not in the beginning, but over time. Because imagine you get paid on the binary earnings of most people in your organization. Imagine you get paid on the binary earnings on 100 levels sometimes. So you have 100 people in your personal legacy way down, and you get paid matching, which means a participation in the binary check on each one of these 100 people. We will see people in this company making 10,000 matching checks, earning matching on tens of thousands of people every day or every week or every month in the near future. This is very, very powerful. And I know the coding is very attractive, everybody loves the coding, but the matching is the real meat for the real players here. And because the coding is so attractive, sometimes we forget about the matching. There's something like matching which is pretty cool, but we neglected it a little bit. But I can tell you, it's the biggest income stream we have. Now, the code. Yeah, the code has been designed in order to enable people to step in and run fast with it. The code is really exciting because the only thing you will ever need is this slide that you see right now. It is a visual display of the power of this income stream. And what does it show? Leverage. So if you have a system and you add leverage to it, the sky is the limit. So with the super code, you ignite your business. And the super code is especially appealing to people who have never done network marketing before. The super code is especially appealing because in these times, many people are concerned about the financial future. Many people losing their jobs, losing their companies. So many people fearful, not knowing what the future will bring. And therefore, the coding is something enabling people to make serious money in the first 90 days. So what the matching is on the back end, on the long term or middle term, the coding is on the front end, in the short term. It's the quick money. It's the fast income that people need to make to feed their families, to put food on the table. So it's equally as important, but my favorite still is the matching. So we're looking at this coding plan. People who come in and build wide, they max out the coding plan. The people who come in and build 30, 40, 50, 60 first liners and do 3 ways with their frontliners and also deeper into their genealogy. Even if they don't understand how exactly all this works, they will max out. They will make maximum benefits. They will make maximum income here. So actually it's very simple. But now I want to explain how this exactly works. And you will always see me yesterday, today and tomorrow and in many years to come to talk to you about the super code based on the $500 pack. It's my favorite pack because I think it's a life-changing pack for most people all over the world. So if you come in at the $500 level and you bring in 3 people yourself at the $500 level, and the best way to do that is to take the person that brought you onto this business, to do 3 ways with you intensely in the first week, so that you get the 3 people at $500 in the first week. If you succeed in doing that, you become what we call CQ. CQ means code qualified. You join at 500, you bring in 1 at 500, second at 500, the third at 500, and then the magic starts. Because what happens then is the graphic you see under person number 4, which can go even bigger than it is there because it ends at the bottom of the slide. But you can replicate that for number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 101, number 102, number 103. And guess what? It goes on till infinity. So it's vertically and horizontally an infinite plan. And this is very, very powerful. This is really very powerful. And how do you max it? By going wide and helping your people to do the same. It's very simple. That's why we see people who have never done network marketing excel with the coding plan. And the magic about the coding plan is, if you build wide and help your people to do the same, you max out your earnings in the coding, you will make good money in the binary, and you are set up for making a lot of money in the matching at the same time. So this plan that seems to be a little bit sophisticated becomes really simple to build. It's just about going wide and duplicating the process. I'm repetitive here, but I'm intentionally repetitive because I really want to draw you to the most important stuff here. If I was building this business, I would go in at 500, I would build 100 first line at 500 and work with people indefinitely deep and replicate the process with 3-way calls on WhatsApp all the day long. That's all you have to do to really strike it big in this company.
Wonderful, Jhon. One little question may be very important for us. How would you recommend to build up the super codes? Because in the first 3 lines, we don't have an income. Is there any specific hint you can give us here? Any recommendation from your side, the one who drafted this marketing plan?
Well, go wide. It's very simple. Go wide. Get in at a specific level and bring in people at the same level that you joined in at better. Yeah. So if you joined at 500, recruit people at 500 and duplicate the process. The thing is, this industry works like this. Then your people will join the business at 500. If you join the business at 100, don't expect many people to join the business at 500. Because people will ask you, which level did you join at? And if they ask you that question, tell them the truth. The truth is good enough. Okay? If people are coming in at 100, they don't have the money to go in at 500 right away. Work your way up to the 500 level and tell that. I joined at 100, I didn't have the money, I pushed hard, I made some money and I upgraded, I went into the 500 and then I replicated the 500 pattern. That's what I recommend. The truth is always good enough. Always tell the truth.
We have designed, Ingo sent this one example to me. Is there, what do you think about this drawing here, Jhon?
Oh, that's just an example how this works.
Yes.
Yeah. So, there's two rules. And I repeat myself again here. There's two rules. Number one, get in at 500. Number two, get 3 people in at 500. If you don't do that, if you get in at 100, you get people in at 500, of course you miss on the code. But of course, that doesn't make sense. It will happen not many times anyway, because people always look at what you do. So if you got in at 500, for example, let's say you are A, you put in number 1, 2, and 3. On number 4, you start making code. Yeah? So if you look at number 4, you get $50. Number 4 brought in his first person for 1. You get $50. Number 1 brought in his first 3 persons for 11, for 12, and for 13. You get always the $50 because it's for 1 is the first of 4, and 411, 412, 413, and the 3 first of 41, who is the first of 4. So this all goes up to A. So on all these people, A makes $50 each at the $500 level. Now, number 4 brings in number 42. He brings in his first 3. Same thing. A makes $50 on 42, makes $54 on 421, makes $50 on 422, makes $50 on 423. And this really shows the magic. Now, we have number 4, sorry, who brought in 43, and 43 brought in 3 people, but he didn't go for the $500 level. What happens? Well, all these 3 people roll up and again go up 3 times $50 to A. Then number 4 brings on number 44. That's his 3rd person. So then he becomes CQ, code qualified, because he brought in 41, 42, and 44. That's how it works. So this is a very powerful coding plan. It's a very elitist coding plan. So it rewards the people who work hard. It punishes the people a little bit that don't work hard, so that the people who work harder get even more benefits. Yeah? The thing is, we have a triple magic plan. So if you bring on somebody, you will always make binary because of the efforts of that person. You will always make matching because you brought on that person. But in the coding, of course, you need to deliver. We don't ask for much, but this minimum requirement you need to deliver. Become code qualified by getting 3 in at the same level you are. 500 and 3 times 500.
Wonderful, Jhon. You mentioned the word benefit. That actually the last slide we want to discuss with you, talk about benefits. Can you please enlighten us about the superstar? About the
okay.
bonus?
Actually, the whole thing that I have been talking about the whole time, get in at 500, get 3 in at 500. The first 1,000 who do that, and maybe we have now 500 who did it, so there's 500 more slots open, I believe, maybe even a little bit more. All these people who become code qualified at the 500 level, because that's what this triple means that is showed here. You 500 and number 1, number 2, number 3, 500 each gets you qualified to be a founder. When you are a founder, you have 2 benefits. Number 1, you're recognized as a founder of Super One forever. Number 2, you get a bonus that is going to be paid to you forever. Just before you did this as one of the first 1,000 people in Super1. This is like a promotion which will benefit you forever if you take advantage of it. And what I was teaching the teams that joined my calls previously is that you need to make sure to make as many founders happen on your team, to create founders on your team like popcorn, to take market share. Yeah? This is all about taking market share. We are in a very early stage with Super1. We are not even fully launched yet. And there are some people who are waiting, which is okay. There's some people who say, okay, I run faster, while others run slower, because I can create more founders in the meantime, and I can increase the number of founders on my team versus the total number of founders in the company. And if you build 100 founders, while there is 1,000 founders in the company, you have a 10% market share. And you are very likely, if you don't get lazy after that, that you will have this 100 people versus 1,000, which is 10% market share forever. And maybe you can expand it to be 11, 12, 15%. Of course, if you do these 100 founders and then you sleep, it might drop to 5 or 6, 7, 8%. But normally people who go for it, they keep on fighting and they increase their market share. So my recommendation to you is to really secure the foundership for you and your people. And do that while others are sleeping, because those who do, they get bigger market share. It's all about market share in these founding days of a company. I mean, we are at the genesis of this whole project. We are not even started yet. We have now people who have built some of the biggest teams in our industry over the last few months and few years that are just looking at this. They are not even in yet, but they are now looking at it because they heard from somebody about this. And they keep on calling the leaders, they keep on calling myself. So we see now a high rise of interest of really big people, because the really big people are not in yet. The people who created a lot of founders now in this company, they have an edge, they have like the pole position in this race. But the really huge players out there, they are just looking at it right now. They might be coming in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks time. So you have a huge head start. And I congratulate to you guys, because most of the call today, they are working really hard every day. They are very focused. Although we have challenges, and congratulations for that, to believe, because it's easy to build in good times. It's not so easy to build in challenging times. You have to work more for the same result. It's harder to grab the market share back then, but it's worse because it becomes exponential after that. It's all about system, it's all about leverage. And we have here a crucial timing. So congratulations to many of you. I don't want to now say all the names of the people who are pushing hard daily right now, because it's so many. But I am very pleased. I feel very honored to serve here as the guy who created this compensation plan for you, and to serve as kind of trainer for this company. And I have prepared amazing stuff for the weeks and months ahead. Some stuff that has never been trained in this industry before, because I created it. And I will teach you this stuff over the next months to come. So throughout this summer, we are preparing to make history in this industry. It's time to build a legacy company in the digital space, and we are best poised to do that. Thank you for having me.
Thanks a lot for your time, Jhon.